So the only theater that was showing the film Hugo in my town was Galaxy Cinema, which was the big ass Cineplex theater. The two other theaters in my town that I'm well acquainted with weren't playing it. Now, I try to avoid going to the Galaxy as much as possible. However, I really, really wanted to see Hugo, and I don't really have much of an option. The reason why I avoid going to the Galaxy Theater is because it's just so commercial. So my dad and I went to the theater, and we got in line, and then one of the douches from the concession stand came up to the line and said, "Hey, just letting you know, we're selling tickets at each concession stand, man." So we went to the concession stand, and we bought our tickets. Which, due to the fact that the film is in 3D, we had to pay an extra $3 for us. I never really understood why you should pay more for 3D. There's no way those glasses cost $3 to make. Why doesn't this fly with anything else about movies? You don't pay more for another movie just because it has better effects than the other. I wouldn't be bothered by it so much, but the fact that they have those glass deposit things that nobody uses. I think if they're going to have the audacity to ask us to return their pricey glasses in the first place, we should have a $3 deposit. But back to the concession stand thing. The reason that they're now selling tickets at concession is because they're trying to entice us into buying some pricey-ass popcorn. But anyway, after all that, we got into our theater, and it had a fair amount of people in it because, you know, it was opening day. To the point where if we got there any later, our worthwhile seats would have been gone. And then we sat through the ads. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. A seemingly endless stream of mind-fucking advertisements to stuff that nobody cares about. What time of day did it become acceptable to absorb ads before you see a film? There were just so many ads. They were just one after another, and you know, and another and another. It just made me mad and tired prior to the movie actually starting, which hindered my enjoyment of the film. I really do think that these giant Cineplexes are ruining movies. The tickets are overpriced, and the selection is usually all of Hollywood's tripes, and the ads are fucking everywhere. I would much rather go to any other smaller theater. Granted, the selection is a little more limited, and the projector sometimes sounds like a woodchipper having sex with a lawnmower. But you know what? There's a certain subtlety to going to a smaller theater and watching a lesser-known, albeit critically acclaimed film than there is to going to a giant Cineplex, paying a fortune, squeezing your way into the corner of the theater, and then seeing some shitty formulaic blockbuster. You know, after all the advertisements.